I had a really great idea, and I'm thinking now that that idea is not going to work now that I see the beam. I have a new idea. I've created a new idea on my drive home.
Don't try this at home.
This is going on Rusty Judgment.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Rusty Judgment. If we haven't met before, my name is Tom. Today what I'm doing is I'm out here at our future rental property. I'm getting ready to work on putting in all the sill plates and getting this house ready so that the house movers can come back and set this house down. But before we get into that, I think I should recap what we got going on so that new people understand what's going on. Over a year ago, Dawn, my wife, and I purchased two 2.5 acre lots that were previously farmland, and it was just dead flat land. Since then, we've hauled in a number of semi-loads of fill that I am not going to disclose. Let's just say it was a lot. So we brought in a lot of fill, we built driveways, we built building pads, and then on the lot I'm currently sitting on, we dug a hole, we built a basement, we had a house positioned above it, and now this house is to the point where it's 2.5 feet up from the foundation. We're getting super close to setting it down, and then we will start working inside the basement to start finishing out the basement, putting in windows and such things as that, so that we can eventually turn this into a rural rental property. I don't believe they're super common, but we like properties in the country, and so then we are wanting to have rental properties, and so we're going to have rental properties in the country because that's what we like. So we had this house moved from the opposite side of the cities where it originally was built. So what happened was municipalities came through. They wanted to remove a bunch of houses off of a highway. This was one of those houses. And so the future of this house was either dumpster it out into dumpsters and just dispose of it, or have it lifted up off of its original foundation, move to a new site, set down on a new basement. So that's how we bought this house, is we bought it to be moved. We had it moved here, which was quite the feat. If you have not seen the video of this thing moving down the road, it's kind of wild. So now it's here, we have a basement built, and now we're finishing everything we need to be able to get the house set down and to move forward from here. Well, and just like that, it actually is the next day. So what happened was, yesterday, I got set up to record everything so you could see what I was doing, and what do you know, I accidentally dropped my microphone into my cup of coffee. So none of my audio was going to record. So I worked yesterday for a few hours, and then now back out here today. I got Corbin with me. He is my oldest son. He is going to help me today, bolt all these top plates down. But here's what I got done yesterday. Top plates down here. I have to leave a gap here so they can bring the beams down. But otherwise, we got top plates on this whole side over here. And then the whole front is all done up to that corner back down there. So what we're doing is these boards are called top plates. And we have to lay out the stud locations. See these? We got to mark them on here and drill them out and then set it on here. But that pink stuff needs to go underneath first. That is called a sill seal. And that will seal kind of the tiny little gap between the wood and the concrete. So like if wind or bugs or stuff like that, it won't let any of that get in there. Do you know why we're putting these on at all?
Yeah, I don't know.
So the wood boards get bolted to the top of the concrete, because when you set the house down in here, you see the bottom of the house here?
Yeah.
See, it's wood framing.
Yeah.
So if you just set the house straight onto the concrete here, there's no way to attach it. So you put these wood boards on the top plate as a top plate on the concrete. And you bolt it to the concrete, and that way then when you set the house down, you can bolt the house to the wood.
Oh, cool.
Otherwise you can't really attach her house to the concrete at all. Make sense? All right, let me give you these tools, and you can do this part. So nuts and washers.
Okay.
You think you'll ever live in this house?
might stay in it for a little while.
Yeah? Like after you turn 18 and Mom might kick you out? I'm teasing. We won't do that.
How come it's got those supports on the walls?
So that Daddy didn't cave the walls in. So when we backfilled it, it's kind of dangerous to backfill a house with no house sitting on it.
Oh.
Because you could push the wall in. So we have these supports anchoring the inside of the wall, holding the wall so that it has some stability to it. And then when I backfilled, I was really careful to not put a bunch of pressure up against the house. Last one.
Yep.
For now.
Yeah.
All right, let's just drop this guy out of the way here. Hey, will you hold that up over there for me? Because the wind's gonna blow it otherwise. No, go quite a bit further. We'll cut that whole end off. That's all plastic. Okay. All right, just hold it like there. All right, you want to come do your part?
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna do that one right there. I see.
Yeah, so I don't have to reach way over.
Smart boy. You must get that from Mom.
Well, I get the cleaning stuff from Mom and this from you.
What? You think you get cleaning from Mom? Are you serious?
Also from you.
All right, you can come do these ones. All right. Corbin's with me again, eating some Cheetos, and we are headed up to Minneapolis, and we are going to pick up a 27-foot long steel I-beam that's going to go in that house that we need to put in place before they can set the house down. So we're going to run up there and get that. I got one of my in-laws' longest trailers, and I believe the I-beam's still going to hang off the trailer like 3 or 4 feet. All right, we are here. All right, now we wait for one of the guys to come over with our I-beam. See it coming over there? Big I-beam, huh? Looks like he's done this a time or two. Oh, we're about to hear a kaboom. Thank you. All right, there she is. I'm actually feeling a little less confident about my ability to slide this thing in underneath the house all on my own now that I see it in person. We made it back out here to the house with the I-beam. Nobody ran into us. It didn't move at all. To be honest, yes, I was a little worried about that. Be back out here tomorrow to figure out how we're gonna get this thing in there. I had a really great idea, and I'm thinking now that that idea is not gonna work now that I see the beam. I have a new idea. I've created a new idea on my drive home. All right, I'm ready to show you my invention. So I was at Harbor Freight this morning, and I got this guy, which is a little trailer winch that I'm gonna mount up here to the joists, to the floor joists, and we're gonna bolt them in between 2 of them. It's a I-beam trolley. I got 2 of them. So I think what the plan will be is to get this end into the trolley, and then get the skid loader to walk the beam in. And then once we get halfway, we'll stop a little before halfway, because at that point we should be able to balance it on the one set of trolleys. And then we'll walk it in further manually to the second set of trolleys. And then once the beam is in 2 sets of trolleys, it'll just run back and forth by hand. And then with these trailer jacks, these trailer winches, I think I mostly see them on like boat trailers to like pull your boat in. But anyway, I can crank the beam up and crank the beam down, which will be good because I need to drill into the wall here and anchor concrete bolts into there, and then I need to transfer those holes into the beam and then drill the holes in the bottom plate of the beam and then set it on those. So that's kind of why I need to go up and down with the beam. I'm actually really happy with this idea. So let's get this up here. Okay. The trolley itself is not light, just FYI. I'll get a clip in there. Okay, there you go. Oh, it doesn't clip in, shoot. I thought it was gonna clip in here. So that hangs a little crooked. I think it hangs crooked because of that. But once we get a beam in there, it should be okay. So then, oh no, Tom. This isn't gonna work either. You gotta hand crank, Tom. You gotta crank this way. All right, so that won't work that way. We're gonna use the nut on it. We'll tighten that all the way down, and we'll use the impact to raise it and lower it. That's what we'll do. And if that doesn't work, I'll come up with another solution, I promise you that. All right, we got some blocks laid out here. I'm gonna pick the beam up, set it on those blocks, and then I'm gonna roll the beam on to the bottom face, and then we'll get to a place where we can pick the beam up. And then when we can pick it up, I'm gonna clamp it to the forks so it doesn't go anywhere. And then we'll work on getting our way around the house and get it slid into place. Should be fun. I'm actually looking forward to this being done because one man working by himself, I mean, I like being able to say that I did everything, even though I didn't. You guys know that. Like, we had concrete guys and excavators, and I know that like I could do everything, but it just takes a lot of time. And you guys will be surprised. We got more projects going on than what you know about, but I'm excited to show them all to you. Alright. So I gotta set you down again, which I think the boom's gonna be in the way for you. And try and roll it over here. Just like that. Hey-o, that worked out really well. We are gonna come up and over here. Move a 27-foot I-beam all by myself. Well, not by myself. Dawn's assisting with the camera work. We're gonna go over that beam. Again, I still have no idea how close I am to the house with the edge of that beam. I think we're just gonna walk it back and forth into the house now. Back and forth till we get her in there, because I don't know how deep I am. I'll know how deep I am when the end of this thing touches something. Hopefully not that duct. Oh, we got the ductwork. A little more. A little more. A little more. Stop touching the ductwork. Come on, I don't want to replace that. Okay, there you go. As far in as I thought. This isn't working out the way I thought. try one more time. We're gonna bring it out. We're gonna set it down. We're gonna come way out here. We're gonna get it way close. Alright, I think we're gonna go up and over. No, we won't go up and over. We don't want the siding either. I didn't anticipate this, these steel I-beams being an issue I have. Look at that guy. Oh yeah. Thread the needle, thread the needle. Come on, get her in there. Oh, look at that. Okay. Yeah, how do we slide it in there more? Alright, well we got it in there, but we're not lined up the way I want. So I was hoping to be able to set it down in the slot, which we're not lined up with the slot right now. And if I get it lined up with the slot, I'm afraid that... Oh shoot, I just unhooked it. Dang it. Well, actually that might be better. I did that, I think, because I got a plan. Don't hit the bolts. Alright, we're in the slot. We're going to go up. Alright, now what I'm about to do is dangerous. So you guys go for like a popcorn break or like maybe go to the bathroom and come back. And we'll pick up where we left off here. Okay. Alright, y'all back from your bathroom break. We are going to maneuver this guy down slowly right into the slot. Okay, right now so far so good. That's what I was planning so far. Okay, cool. Woo! That was the hardest part in my opinion. Alright, now we're going to position these forks so we can grab the end of that I-beam. Whew, that was the hardest part, I think. Alright, you guys are going to go all the way to the center. Just like that. So once I pick this up, I gotta go pull that clamp, otherwise that clamp's gonna catch the rafters. Okay, back to action here. All right. This beam in here until we get over the halfway point. Once we get to the halfway point, I think it's going to want to tip the other direction, which actually might be kind of scary. Alright, we found the other trolley. Ooh, did we just engage it? totally just threaded the needle through the other trolley, I believe. Yeah, I think we did. Uh-oh, that trolley looks like she's not. All right, folks, ready? I think it is balancing on its own.
Nice. Good work.
I can't believe I threaded that one into the other trolley.
This is a good system you set up here.
You were like, you're not going to do it by yourself. You're not going to do it by yourself. Well, I didn't. You were here to.
Yeah.
You were here for support. It's cool, but it's still kind of scary that it's just kind of sitting there.
That was just hanging there.
Yeah.
What are those trolleys weighted for?
Oh, like 4 times what the beam is.
Okay.
Each, like this one trolley could hold 4 times the beam weight. So
Okay.
then you divide it by 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good job getting that in there.
Oh, wow. It's on. It's not crooked. It's on. Sweet. I'm just going to stick a clamp on here for my comfort.
Yeah.
And then in theory, I should be able to just slide this by hand.
Okay. Wow.
All right, that's the deal. All right, well, I think we're gonna leave it there for now.
Yeah, you don't need it fully in place right now, right?
And then I'm gonna get more clamps and I'm gonna clamp on each side of the trolley so the beam can't roll back and forth.
Okay.
And then we'll get that post down there set.
Mm-hmm.
Get this guy positioned, bolt it down, and call the house movers to set this thing down.
Awesome. Good job.
Good job to you. The beam is above my head. Here's the pole for the post. So the post is just sitting here right now. It's not squared up, and then the beam is just hanging from where it was at. So the beam's actually got to slide over a little bit. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna ratchet down the beam into the pocket over there. So I believe if I ratchet up, all right, now we're in reverse. And I think if I switch my ratchet to reverse, yep, down we go. Whoa, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. Wow, I'm really glad that is in a concrete wall. Whew. We're gonna flip this back to, we're gonna take some pressure off the wall. There we go. Hey, welcome back, another day. We are wrapping up the I-beam and cleaning off there's some random boards around the perimeter with some nails. We're cleaning all that up because tomorrow the house movers are coming to set this baby down. Finally, after, what has it been? 1, 2, 3, like 3, it was Thanksgiving. Oh man, has it been that long? It was before Thanksgiving that the basement was poured. No, it was around Thanksgiving the basement was poured. The house was moved in here, gosh, probably 6 weeks before then. This house has probably been hovering up in the air on these stacks of cribbing for probably 5 months, 4 months. Wow, that's crazy that it's been that long. Doesn't feel like it's been that long. It feels like it's been a long time. Maybe it does feel like that long. So the post there, I drilled and anchored it into the concrete. Drilled and anchored up there. I got to do 2 more down over here. I drilled and pounded in concrete anchors there, so it's anchored to the wall there. The trolleys can come out now. I snapped a string line. I don't know if you can see it there. I got a string line attached to the top plate over there, and I got it super tight. Ooh, don't mean to make anyone sick. And then I got it tied up right there. Because I didn't trust the level for what I'm doing here. I didn't trust the level to go that full span. So I adjusted it with it's like a screw jack on these posts. So I adjusted it down so it's dead level with the two walls. I will stick a level on it just out of curiosity to see what I got, but we're getting pretty close. Should be another hour or so. I should be ready for the house movers to come out and set this thing down. I think they said they can come out tomorrow. So that would be fantastic. Then we get to bolt this baby down, close up some window holes, and maybe take a step inside this house. You know, we actually haven't stepped foot in this house in over a year. Well, we're ready for it to get set down. Everything's all cleaned off up there, so that should sit right down on the walls with nothing holding it up. The I-beam's all in place and everything's ready on that. I did build this and just anchored it all to it, so it's all just screwed together just as a precautionary measure to hold that beam, because that beam could technically pivot in the wall. It's bolted on that metal post, but I didn't feel comfortable leaving it like that. So this is all screwed together, so hopefully it can't go anywhere side to side, won't fall over and destroy my concrete wall. Next time we see the house, she'll be getting set down onto the foundation. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Wait, is that gray? Where did that come from? Hey, oh, what you doing in here? I'm gonna shave. Why would you do that? There's gray in here. Did you not see the gray? I don't know, man. I think what you're about to do is a very poor decision. You're the uncool one. Woo! I've never felt more American in my life!